Let me make sure it is live first. Hey, there we go. Now here, let me get this all fixed up. There we go. Save it to Morning Shell playthrough. Save the changes. Go to YouTube. And we're gonna figure out how to get the analytics open. Going to get analytics open real quick. Excuse me. Wait, can I change what game it displays? What's this? I'm gonna change that. Okay, cool. Alright, we got it open. Good morrow, sweet imps! I am back, playing Mortal Shell Enhanced Edition for my third episode, or my fifth, depending on how you look at it. That too. And as you can see, we are entering this area called the Seat of Infinity. Now, I've been told by my co-op buddy who played this game before that I will definitely want to, while I can, and probably should, finish the area preceding the actual Seat of Infinity. While he says I should finish Eternal Narthex, he says after finishing Eternal Narthex, I should definitely go. I'll admit, that was stupid of me. I'll admit, that was not a good play. Can I get more mushrooms? I'll use a third. Got plenty of them. He says I should finish the area of Eternal Narthex and then go back and craft the Ballistazooka. Which, I believe him. I feel like that's going to be useful, the Ballistazooka. It sounds awesome, so, you know. We're going to give it a shot anyway. I was considering crafting it in the first place, but, you know. He says it'll definitely be helpful, so. Oh, let's talk real quick. While I'm beating down Thor discount here. While I'm beating down discount Thor here. I saw one of the most unironically garbage takes I've ever seen in a YouTube comment. It's about Souls. Crossbow lady. Anyone else? Yeah. Effigy of Solomon. I don't know why I didn't swing that second time. But essentially, the take was, first off, it was absolute garbage. Second off, here, I'll explain it to you. Basically, what dude was on about, he was like, what the heck is that? you trapped. Cool, he actually doesn't take knockback. It's just flat stupid. But what dude was on about, he was saying, like, invaders in Souls games, or specifically in Elden Ring. I'm not going to put words in his mouth. Because, I mean, while I absolutely do not respect this fan's opinion, or I absolutely do not respect this gamer's opinion, I can't put words in his mouth. That's just rude. Basically, he was saying that invaders in Elden Ring are uninvited. That's a long death animation, dude. But essentially, he's saying that invaders in Elden Ring are uninvited guests that only serve to hinder progress. Now, serving to hinder progress is absolutely true. That's their purpose. They're put in the game to hinder your progress. However, it's idiotic to say that an invader is an uninvited guest. That's what gets me. Here's the thing, right? If this invader is uninvited, then that means that you did nothing to attract said invader at all. That means that That means if an invader legitimately is uninvited, and you are saying that unironically, then that means, or if you legitimately mean it, then you should not meet any of the conditions for an invader to show up. These conditions are, in Elden Ring specifically, I'm just going to talk about that. There are two or three conditions, basically. I'll explain why I say 2 or 3, and not just 3. Because you have to be playing online. That is a must. That is a requirement. And then the other 2 conditions, you can switch between them, or you can have both. So technically there are kind of 4 conditions that allow an invader to show up. Whoa. But, you can either have the Taunter's Tongue active and be alone. You can have Cooperator summoned and not have the Taunter's Tongue activated, or you can have Cooperator summoned and have the Taunter's Tongue activated. If you are playing online and any of these conditions, any of these other conditions are met, then you can be invaded. So from that standpoint, how is it that invaders are uninvited guests? Riddle me that. Forgive me for saying so, but it's just wrong to say that they're uninvited at that point. Because guess what? You're inviting them. By meeting these conditions, you're inviting them. And don't give me the crap. You're like, oh, I just want to play with my friend, you know? Don't want our session to be interrupted by some evil red man. Yeah, you want to play with your friend. That's cool. Whatever. You can have fun with your friend. But to say that, an invader is an uninvited guest in that situation, and you don't want them there, I mean, it's basically, just too bad. You are literally... I don't care who you're playing with. If you are playing with your friend, if you are playing with your sister, your girlfriend, your wife, whatever, it doesn't matter. You are playing with someone. You are actually inviting invaders. As long as another human player is in your world, an invader is welcome to come in. whether you like it or not. And it's just like, why are you complaining about it? And you're saying it's bad game design, and then you're saying it's the invaders' fault. Here's the thing. If you legitimately had a good argument, you could pick a lane and stay in it. You would not switch between invader bad and game bad as much as these people do. That's why it's one of the most brain-dead takes I've ever heard of in my life. To say, invaders are just an uninvited guest and shouldn't be in the game. It's for the vast minority and not for the bulk of people who play these games. Here's the thing. Invasions are not just a feature that they put in to draw in players, unlike what some people think. In Elden Ring, I can kind of see it because they don't serve as much of a purpose as they did in the older games. But in the older games especially, like back in the days of the Dark Souls games, you had covenants. Covenants that would grant you items. Special items that you probably, to my knowledge, special items, weapons, spells, etc. that you couldn't get from anywhere else, that you could only get from Covenant materials. And yes, you can farm offline for Covenant materials. So here is my argument here. Invaders are not uninvited. If you are playing online and if you meet the conditions for an invader to show up, you are doing this to yourself. You are inviting the invaders. It is your fault that you got invaded, period. End of story. Well, that hurt. It's weird. Like, I'm not sure how the obsidian works. I think if I just, like, don't move when it shows up, I think I'm fine. I was wrong. I don't understand how the obsidian works, because if I hit it, it does something weird, and if I don't hit it, if I try to dodge, it knocks me back. It's bizarre. I'm not sure what it does. Whatever, we'll figure it out eventually, I'm sure. Better solution, just be out of the way. But essentially, what was I saying? Yeah, if you're being invaded, it is 100% your fault. No ands, ifs, or buts. In a Souls game, if you are invaded, almost 100% of the time, it's entirely your fault. Let me explain one instance where it would not be your fault. Basically, in Dark Souls 3, if you're playing online... Basically, in Dark Souls 3, if you're playing online, you just beat a boss, you just got embered, and then you left the boss arena, and then immediately got invaded. That would not be your fault. Because you didn't have any control over whether or not you were embered. You got embered, not by your choice, but by the boss. Ain't no way. Am I going to, like, a secret item or something? What's that? But, like... Cut that out. It's one of those guys. Weird. How weird to have basic enemies. They have like a little camp back here. It's so quaint and cute. Like a rat. Probably actually take a rat. Ah, that is the most obvious bait I've ever seen in my life. What's going to happen when I get that item? Okay. Yeah, essentially. But yeah, people have this stupid mindset of when an invader shows up, I didn't ask for this. They're like, I didn't want this. Then why are you meeting the conditions? It is 100% your fault that this invader showed up. Hate sounds cruel, but you are legitimately stupid. Like, I hate to insult people, but like, it is legitimately stupid if after hearing what I just said about, you know, the conditions and stuff, it is legitimately stupid that it would be legitimately idiotic for you to not think that you are at fault for... Yikes. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, I'm dead. Dude, why is there no way out of here once you get up here? That's ridiculous, dude. Now that is stupid. There's no way out. Like, you can't back out and regroup. You are stuck up in there.
I've kept your flesh safe.
I don't care. Shut up. Let me move. But it's an equally bad take, if you ask me. It's an equally bad take to think that invaders are something different than an enemy. Invaders are mini-bosses, essentially. Like, when an invader shows up, it's not supposed to be an easy win. It's supposed to be... Excuse me, sorry. It is supposed to be a really hard battle against an unnaturally strong enemy. And that's what it is. And refusing to acknowledge it as such is just blatant ignorance of the game design. So, I mean, essentially, an invader is this. An invader should not be thought of as another player, basically. Now, I'm not saying, like, they're not humans, which is an all too common, like, way to think of it. Well, that was weird. Like, some people legitimately do not see invaders as other human beings, and they will, like, say, like, if you're an invader who actually enjoys invading, you're inhuman scum. Doesn't deserve to live and stuff like that. It's the most nonsense. It's a game. Chill. But it's basically what these people will think. They think that, like, invaders are something different from an enemy. When in reality, that was never meant to be the perception. You were not meant to perceive an invader as something different than just your basic enemy. An invader is an enemy. Now, the conditions under which this enemy spawns are a bit different than, you know, other conditions for other enemies. And it's a bit different from typical conditions for typical enemies. That doesn't change the fact that it's an enemy. It has a health bar, it goes down when you hit it, and its purpose is to impede progress. So why are people... Like, people are saying that, like, the difference between an invader and an enemy is an invader is an unwelcome guest who impedes your progress. So then riddle me this. So, because we've already established that invaders are never unwelcome, because you have to go out of your way to invite them. Because we've established this, how are they any different than an enemy? I mean, essentially saying an invader is an unwelcome guest who only serves to impede your progress is essentially the same, and that's bad, is essentially the same thing as saying the Scarlet Shadow in the Umbral in Lords of the Fallen is an unwelcome entity who only serves to impede your progress. And that's bad design. It's essentially the same thing as saying that. Like, it's just brain dead. Like, I struggle to see how people can even think this. Because, like, how did he not take knockback? Like, it's just most... It's just the most unironically idiotic takes I've ever heard of in my life. Like, it's... I don't know, it doesn't make sense to think of an invader as anything other than an enemy. And to say that it straight up just isn't an enemy, and to say that it's bad that it's there, like, you have the right to not like the invasion system all you want. But to say that it just shouldn't be there is idiotic. Dang, that's one heck of a combo, dude. I need to play more patient with those guys. I did not play patient with it, and I paid dearly for it. Paid dearly for it up there. But, like, do y'all understand why it's wrong to think of an invader as anything other than an enemy? Like, an invader is something put in place to impede your progress. People complain about invaders all the time. But these people do not complain about enemies. You wanna know why? Say you don't see invaders and enemies as what they are. They're one and the same. The purpose of an invader and the purpose of an enemy are synonymous. I will use one of these bells now because I'm curious. But it's basically like, I don't know, I do not agree with the whole position of invaders not being welcome in the world. That's crazy. Look, this enemy right here. It's put in place to impede my progress, right? Could it really be much of a stretch to say that I don't want him to be here? Not really. Is he here by design? Yes. Is that invader in your world by design? In one of the other games? Yes. That's something that I feel like people ignore all too often. It's like, yeah, this invader's not supposed to be here. Like, he's just in my way. He's a hindrance to my progress, etc., etc. And I feel like this is the dumbest take you can have in this game. In one of these Souls games. Eat that. Well, I do want to keep going that way eventually. Right now, I need to go get my stuff back. It's just, like, you can't actually think that that invader is any different than a basic enemy. I mean, do you see these enemies? They're here to impede my progress, right? Right. Like, those enemies right there, they're here to impede my progress, aren't they? So, how are they any different than an invader in another one of these games? The conditions for me fighting these enemies is I have to draw their aggro. I have to travel the path that they're guarding. By doing so, like, I did not have to fight them. I could have just gone up there to the torch that those dudes are guarding. But guess what? I say I'm gonna get hit, but I just want to kill that. I just want to kill him. Get out of here. But, like, do you see what I mean, chat? Like, it makes zero sense to say, like, once you think about the fact that an invader is never an uninvited guest, it's really hard to say that they're any different from the basic enemies you fight. Because really, if you think about it for just a second, they're not. They are the exact same. It's the exact same situation as fighting an enemy. It's the same. Fighting an enemy and fighting an invader are serving the same purpose, are they not? They are preventing you from having your progress impeded. This is defeating enemies and allowing you to progress. Like, that's just how it works. Plain and simple. It's I'd like for you to come over here. I don't think I took damage there, actually. But I think I just took knockback. Where does that transporter go? I wonder. Don't spawn more. I 100% thought they were going to spawn more when I did that. Now, if this over here isn't the most obvious trap ever, I don't know what is. I'd like to know where this teleporter goes first. So we can see if I might access it. Okay, I know where I am. Yeah, so the hammer guy, okay. Main staircase, go up main staircase, hammer guy. Then take the teleporter to get to this section pretty quickly. Okay. I get it. But yeah, no, chat, an invader is not different than a basic enemy. But it's, I don't know, it's way too common of a conception that invaders are different than an enemy. And that they're unwelcome. Because they are neither of those things. Invaders are enemies. And you are inviting them. If it is in your world, then it is your fault. Basically, complaining about an invader is like complaining about an optional boss being difficult. like complaining about an invader killing you is like complaining about, for instance, dying to Malenia. Not saying that invaders are as dangerous as Malenia, because obviously I feel like Malenia is more dangerous than invaders. But I'm just saying, like, do you have to do any of this? No, you do not have to actually ever fight an invader. You can go the entire game without fighting an invader. It's pretty simple. Play offline. By playing online, you are automatically opening yourself up to the possibility of being invaded, and a lot of people just don't acknowledge that or just aren't okay with that. Oh, I have an idea. Hold up. Watch this. It said drew enemy aggression, but I'm not seeing that right now. There we go. So mainly what I'm trying to do is funnel them to here so I don't have to actually go down there and get ganked. It's kind of stupid how that works. Yes, be afraid. Be very afraid. Where you are next. Okay, there's more of them than I thought though. I'll admit that. These are rad. Oh my gosh, that one-shot it. That was awesome. How do I get out of here? Just like down here? Seems so. Hurt a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. Just too often, invaders are treated as like... or invaders are seen as something that they aren't. And it frustrates me that people are so ignorant, basically. And given, I know that most of these like posts are made in the heat of the moment, like you just got absolutely bodied by a crazy good invader or something, and you're frustrated. I get it; it's frustrating. So is dying to a basic enemy, as you've seen on my channel. I get quite frustrated when I die. But what's not valid is to just think that invaders are bad design, or they just aren't supposed to be there. It may feel that way to you, but it's just not true. It's not true. Come and get some. Big mistake. And some people will say, well, like, an invader will taunt you, will make you feel bad for losing, on top of just losing. Oh, gosh. But then you have, then I call Maldron the Assassin this thing up. The epitome of shame for losing. The man who taunts you for losing. Despite being an NPC. No. It's like a button. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. There were like 3 flames there, and I assume I put them out. Whoa. Get a load of this place. Oh, but first. I want to go... Just look at how much car I have. I want to go make the Ballista Bazooka. Then I'll come back. You admittedly wish there was some kind of fast travel system. But, you know, it's just whatever. So yeah, what I was trying to say with that whole invader thing, please don't subscribe to the theory that, like, please don't subscribe to the mindset that, like, invaders aren't supposed to be there, because they are. And certainly don't subscribe to the mindset that they're any different than enemies, and I feel like you'll find it a lot more enjoyable. They're an enemy that is intended to be super powerful, just like the Scarlet Shadow in Lords of the Fallen. It is supposed to be a very tough challenge. You're supposed to, like, struggle a lot to overcome it. Some could argue that you're supposed to be, like, not in favor of winning at all. I would align myself, honestly, with that position. That seems correct to me. But anyway, I digress. I'll stop yapping your ear off about that subject. Because I feel like I've made my point. I do want to see if I've missed the Molten Spike somewhere. It is in one of those frog chests. I knew it. Just figured that was the case. Just wanted to make sure I had my suspicion placed on the correct thing. Let's retreat. You little punk. Really, dude? Really? How did he do that, man? Okay, see, I wouldn't have even gone that far forward if I had known that there were two of those guys there. Run away, dude. I really do hate those little frogs. Wait a minute, wait. Yeah, no. Here we don't subscribe to the brain dead theory that invaders are unwelcome, uninvited, or that they're different from normal enemies. Honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna let myself die if an enemy kills me, and then I'm gonna go back into my shell to refill my health. That's the neat thing about this whole... Sorry, there's 3 of them? And a little dude. I'll admit, I thought I could get past that. In case y'all couldn't tell, I have no idea where I'm going. I attacked you because you got engaged. Congratulations. Let's go through this tunnel. There's a 0% chance I remember any of this. Hope y'all know that. On the upside, stocking up. Oh, I'm here. Go around a bit.
Sip this.
Alright, let's... Alright, I actually acquired enough vigor to purchase the tools to make the Ballistazooka on me lonesome. Don't even need to use items. I have to. It's mandatory. Hey, shut up, bubbly. Good girl. I don't know. Can't tell.
Welcome back, my splendid friend. Shall we engage in some rap? I'll gladly accept any tar as payment.
Oh, love that cat. Best feature of the game. Best feature of the game. Hands down. Excuse me. Alright. Oh wait, are the large bolts ammunition? Like, I only get so many? And I guess he has an infinite stock of them. But... Ballistazuka. How many bolts do I have? I haven't picked up very many, I don't think. See. I kind of want to upgrade this thing, honestly. All the quenching acid I have, so we're going to switch back to the Hallowed Sword for now. I want to see how long the fog event lasts, because it's only during then that it seems like I can open those chests. Actually, that's incredibly helpful. I'm glad I looked that up, because it turns out Imrod from the first dungeon has a gland. I did not know that. That's very helpful. I would have been frustrated if I didn't know that. Thank you. So I need to find my way back to where I fought Imrod, since that will both trigger the fog again. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Ballistazuka, baby. So I need to find my way back to the fire dungeon, since I didn't actually get this gland. Yeah, I feel like it was weird to not get a gland. I definitely got a weird vibe. Like, why was that a second dungeon only thing? Plainly, because it's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to only get one gland by this point. You're supposed to have gotten two. I don't know how I overlooked that. That's just sad. It's pathetic. Come on. Gotta be better than that. Don't I just look like a fun fellow? maxed out weapon, I should be good. Come and get some. That's not what I meant. I meant come and get some with an easy attack. Now I'm gonna just die and reset my shell. Here, kill me. Reset my shell if you would. I never did like that the millisecond they unfreeze, they can do that stupid lightning fast attack. I think I'm going the right way. Oh crap. Worked out. Okay, I just accidentally ended up going back to the Obsidian Lands. How did I do that? I don't want to go back to the Obsidian Lands yet. But that's the direction I'm headed. Tell you what, enemy attack tracking is really good. And dodge track. How did I accidentally end up back here? Starting to get the feeling that I just don't know how to navigate this map. Of course, how could I? Oh, come on! There wasn't even the proper amount of wind-up for that one! That's ridiculous! Fine. Here's another one. Piece of crap game. Seriously. I don't understand. So through Grisha's Cave is the Obsidian Lands. I actually came to the revelation, like, off stream, that stuff's obsidian. That's all black and shiny and stuff. So, into Grisha's Cave and to the right leads to Obsidian Lands. Okay. Which is good to know. But I need to figure out how to get back to the fire dungeon. Because that is where the thing I need is located. Where? Take a roasted rat back. Now that was well executed. Really? It drives me nuts that those little pebbles do knockback. Okay, where? Just kill me, dude. Reset my shell. You just woke up! How are you already attacking? Drives me nuts. Here. Someone rang my doorbell, but I can't see anyone. It's a delivery. We're good. Last time I was on stream and someone rang doorbell. It was we'll say a close associate of mine. A compatriot, if you will. And I kind of left her sitting at the door for a while. Of course, when that happened, it was my first Lords of the Fallen stream. So it's quite a while ago. Was the first dungeon through here somewhere? No. Wait, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Good. Are you kidding me? That hit me before I went hard? Come on. No, I didn't go this way. How do I get back to that stupid fire dungeon, dude? It's driving me nuts. Don't get me wrong. I really like this game, but navigating the open, like, the... No, it's not this way. Well, we'll see. Dang, you hit that. It was this way, wasn't it? Yes, this looks right. Sorry, this punk's still alive. And I don't know, I don't like the big enemies at all. They're really annoying. Because that's all they do! It's that one attack! They do nothing else! Like, look, if I switch blocks. If I get back, look, wow, shocker! And you, my friend, stop! 2 chests here. It's up, right? Yeah. It was up here. Dude, like... Such an annoying attack. Literally, okay. I'm absolutely sick of those archers, too. Like, the big dudes out here and the archers, they're not dangerous, they're just annoying. I have zero desire to ever fight them. It's just annoying. Now, my co-op buddy mentioned something that worries me a bit. He said...
Yes, slowly now.
There was definitely some downside to dying while you had the gland activated. So there's actually no downside. I mean, I guess he just, like, let the psychology get to him, maybe, or something. It's kind of morbid curiosity. What happens if I equip, like... So basically, it allows me to summon these dudes are still insanely strong. What the heck? So the other sword is really not worth using until I get it upgraded all. And that's not all that surprising, but still. Okay, we're back in this dungeon because idiot here forgot the fire gland. Where is... Oh my gosh, dude. That is the worst instance of leaving my stamina gone just long enough to get me hit by the next attack I've ever seen in my life. I mean, that was awful. Excuse me? Why did he not die? I did 2 attacks. Did I not? The first one missed or something? Did I not see it miss or something like that? I'm confused. Why did he not die? Must have been what happened. I'll probably just let myself die so I can reset my health instead of using whelp caps, since those are so precious a material for boss fights. Call me an idiot all you want. I'm an idiot with a bunch of mushrooms. Oh, you also dropped the dice. Sophia? Dang, they only give 10 tar. It's pitiful. Fortunately, the rest of the run to the boss is free.
Yes.
I am a bit confused, though. Where is this gland? No, I mean, yeah, Immortal Shell, not in just general. Down the stairs on a random body? That's just stupid. Like, how are you supposed to know that? Like, I go down here. Like, yes. You can see that it's interactable. That's it. That's the only hint you get. forgive me for being a complainer, but that's pretty stupid. But that's how it's activated. That's how you get it. I mean, that's so random. Excuse me, chat. Like, it's so... Like, I never even saw that. Because guess what? You put a two-sword dude in front of it. So where's my focus going to be drawn? How about to the hyper-dangerous enemy? I'd say I'm drawing the aggro of that night. But now that I've triggered the fog again, I'm going to... Fine. Like that. Dude, why? Why must there just be obstacles everywhere? No glimpses out of you. Power spore. Harden. Minimize the damage I take from the fire. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the best way to minimize the fire damage you take from burning is to harden, because fire damage, burn damage, doesn't go through harden. Poison absolutely does. Please die. Needed to hit you before you got the wild thought to try and summon the fire. What the heck? Why was he being so evasive? Oh my gosh, dude, it's just annoying. I don't like this, because I've already done this dungeon. There's no way he got an attack off that fast. That's insane. I would say, he gets a hit off before I kill him, and I'm... About to say, if he gets a hit off before I kill him, I'm losing it. Why is he gone? The two-sword dude. I just... Oh, they don't come back, do they? I just never killed him the first time, I bet. I bet I just ran past him. In all fairness, can you blame me? When you first come here, those dudes are seriously tough.
Sip this, and you'll...
Yes, I'll sip that. Not because I legitimately need to. Okay, I kind of just want to knock this out and max out Solomon.
haste.
Let's go ahead and max out Solomon.
The faces of infinity are etched in stone, stacked in endless columns. Careful now. The precarious weight of such knowledge could crush an unwise man if he were to pluck a tablet in haste.
There we go.
Perhaps it's time to make some new memories? Perhaps it's time to make some new memories?
Dang, she sells stuff now? What is that? Ornate mask, unlimited use. It costs a lot, so it must be really good. If it does what I think it does, then I need that. I'm gonna go get that right now, actually. If and I can. Y'all. Sure, I've got 30. Almost called it insight. It's basically like insight. Yep. Uh-oh. I accidentally used the boss glimpse. I didn't even mean to. That's bad. Why do they put it in a separate place from that? If I... Whatever, I accidentally used the boss glimpse. It's nothing. I don't care at this point.
Perhaps it's time to make some new...
There we go. Cannot be used while carrying a gland. Curious. But let's see here. I mean, the possibility of boss weapons is kind of off the table, so I'm not really too worried about that. Okay, they're all just glimpses, so I could just use all of them. Alright, let's go. Fog time. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna turn off the mic so I don't have to deal with the sound of the bell constantly ringing. And since I just confirmed that it doesn't actually mess anything up with stream, we're good. Here, chat, let's take a look around. Obviously, there are a lot of chests to open. Case in point. Disciples Rag. Weird. So it said. See what we got here. Effigy of Heroes. Untarnished Mask. I wish I could sell stuff, because those untarnished masks, I'm assuming, aren't very useful anymore. Alright. I like how the seal warns me like I can carry a move like that. I can promise you I can't. See, okay, it drives me nuts with these things. They will try to back up so they can actually trigger themselves to do the grab. Then sometimes that'll happen and I won't get a warning at all and they'll just do it. So chat, instead of continuing into the Seat of Infinity right now, what we're going to do is we're going to hunt down chests. Because those chests have much valuables. Did you drop something? No. Doesn't look like it. Where'd that one come from? Alright, so we're gonna look around, chat. Well, I knew they'd do that. It's a nectar. I just know that that kills me. That is pretty funny to me, though. That there's literally just an item that kills you. But I am glad I looked that up. I would have been really frustrated if I beat the Seat of Infinity and then didn't... like, got the gland out of there and then didn't have that other gland. That would have been majorly frustrating. I would have probably, like, docked the game some points for that. So I'm glad I had to come back. As opposed to... or I'm glad I came back now as opposed to later. Oh, okay, I see where I am. I'm in the Grisha Cave. So, Grisha Cave and left leads to Fire Dungeon. Wait, so maybe the Grisha Cave is the path to all the dungeons. There's a third way out of the Grisha Cave. Excuse me, chat. Ah, that's right, stupid frog. Take that. It's like I accidentally drew the aggro on one of the frogs. What am I going to do? Oh, wait. The Humble Tar Spore. Is this? Golden Bell. Alright, so I do have to confirm my lesson schedule for... because I'm taking a contemporary piano course. I have to confirm my schedule for that eventually. Today. I'd like to do it today. Just knock it out, get it over with. You know? But I'm not gonna do it right now. It's fine. Alright, so chat, what we're gonna do is, because I learned that the fog event only ends once you bring the gland back to the old prisoner up there. Once you do that, the fog event ends. But until then, free reign. As long as you can handle those things. Never understood the point of charging an attack if it didn't give any extra attack power. But you can. Nice try. Spore. I've almost reached levels. I've almost reached like tar spore numbers with my welt caps. That's really good. Okay, let's take a look around. There's gotta be... I'll admit, that was bad. But in all fairness, by the time I saw it, I was already in it. Camera did something weird there. Not entirely sure what just happened. Okay, then there's that. Like, there was no warning, he just did it. And of course they put the enemy with gray skin up against a gray rock. Is that another Grisha? Gotcha, Grisha. Hey! Molten Spike! Yes! Found it! That feels good. I'm more disappointed in myself than anything. Really, dude? The frogs are really starting to tick me off. Okay. Suffice to say, I am a little bit lost. You all are really starting to annoy me, you know that? Let's see what's through here. Whoa. What? Warning. Choosing to renounce all shells forsakes your connection to mortality. You will play the rest of the game without a shell. Your connection to the shells will be so you lose. You will lose all progress with your shells. No, why would I do that? What's the... I don't understand. What's the point? What? There gotta be some point to it, right? Like, I don't really want to do that. So basically, what this does, I forsake all my shells and get to play the game where one hit kills me. Yeah, let's not do that. And of course, you get an achievement for beating the game in this one-hit death mode, but why would you ever do that? What happens if I feed you some rotten food? Enjoy the roast of that. So I have to feed him all of a specific type of item. Sorry, I accidentally ended up back on the road to the Obsidian Lands. Really gotta stop doing that. How do I get... What do I do? Like, there has to be some purpose to that, aside from just, like, resetting my health. I think you're cool. You're not. Sorry, I hate to break it to you. It is a chest! A simple loot. I'm rich in mushrooms. I figure I'm good for now. Because the fog's going to trigger one more time when I get the gland out of the Seed of Infinity, so I figure I'm good, actually. I got what I triggered the fog in the first place to get. I got the Molten Spike, that's the main thing. I hate bear traps. I do want to see, though, like, did I just miss the Molten Hammer calling thing? Oh, like, how did I miss this? No, that's not it. Why can't I remember what this stupid weapon is called? Oh, the disciples' rag. That's okay, so I do have it. Okay, we're good. Just making sure I didn't miss it. Because disciples' rag does not make it immediately obvious that I'm summoning the fire hammer to me, but whatever. We're good. So yeah, I will gladly deactivate the fog at this juncture.
Perhaps it's time to make some new memories?
So entering her shop still ends, or still rests. Okay, cool.
What a relief. Or worse, that you've been led astray. Now, bring it here. Yes, closer. That fragrance. It's almost enough to revive the memories of the frantic past. The true nectar from this sacred land holds but a fraction of its potency. How many unprepared minds have been shattered by consuming this pulp? I'm rambling. Don't mind the idle chatter of an elder. You have one final temple left to discover. Hurry on, and return to me.
What does it do? It's gonna tell me. Let's see. So now it's a different. Ooh. You like the sound of that? Did it increase my max health? I'm sorry, did it increase my max health?
Perhaps it's time to...
Alright, so now we're going to go get the mushroom over here first. Then, at long last, we are going to go into the Seat of Infinity and take a look, see what we got. But now that I roughly know the way back... Overcorrected. That was my mistake. Sorry. I gotta be careful. Because, like, I didn't mean to do the molten spike there. It's still tested and all, but... absolutely did not mean to. Drop off here. What did he do? Oh, that's cool. I like that. I went a wrong direction. Hold up. So if I go this way, continue going this way. And I go right here. I think lock on. You actually worked in my favor for once. That is how you do it. Assuming that's the weapon for summoning the hammer and chisel. Seems that outside of the dungeon, that dude's a one-time kill. Very common enemy that's very much not a one-time kill inside of the dungeon, however. So that's nice. Oh, here we are. Cester's Binding. The heck is that? Oh, wait. That might be the weapon. Summoning thing. I think I saw the hammer outline in it.
Perhaps it's time to make some.
Yes, perhaps it is time to make some. Make some what? I don't know. She doesn't know either. 49 welt caps, baby. See, that's just stupid. Like, why do those two moves combo? There's such an intense amount, there's such a long amount of time between the two attacks, there's no way they should combo.
Perhaps it's time.
See, forgive me, that's just flat out stupid. I don't like that. See, no, that's not what I pressed. Why is it doing that? See, no, it can't do stuff like that. I mean, I guess it doesn't kill me. because using the skills are like Ultimate Arts and Night Rain. You know, you get iframes for it. So I guess it's not all that bad. It's just more annoying than anything. Oh, this is the wrong one. Because I'm just going straight up the stairs, pretty much. Sorry. Sorry, chat. When you got it on, you got it on. So I'm going to teleport here. This drops me right next to the stairs, which will then allow me to go up the stairs and to continue in the area. Well, that was painful. Come on now. Do better than that. I'm just gonna kind of... I shouldn't ignore you, because you're gonna be an issue, aren't you? I should just kill you. Eat that. Get your obsidian hammer out of here. Here we are, chat. Well, are we there yet? Dim gate. I guess she actually just sat there and didn't move until I let go of Harden. Oh no, don't come and get me. Why did I harden first? So given where we're fighting, he just needs to go. Can't afford to leave him alive. Bag of tar. Didn't realize one of these people dropped something. Oh, it's a glimpse. Okay. This is already looking kind of wild. I should not have done that. I should not have gone for that hit. But it paid off. It's just an awful idea. Yeah, don't do that, chat. This is not a game where this is not a game where you are typically rewarded for being hyper-aggressive. Why are you giving me another Cester?
Don't fret. It is not your mind unraveling, but our world. Our senses betray us, allowing... But nothing is certain within the sanctum of the revered. A curious blessing. My old kin do not shy away from these troubling inconsistencies. Instead, they welcome and embrace them. They worship at the feet of those rapturously twisted and reborn. So, calm yourself and take a sip.
What's the deal? Why is it so big? Why is it so open? And why are there 0 enemies? Wait a minute, is this like a shortcut elevator location? Wait a minute. That looks like an elevator shaft to me. There's no way this place is so big that it needs a shortcut elevator. What the heck is going on over there? Thanks, guys. This is real helpful. You're not even rolling the right direction! Oh my gosh, dude. Really wish I hit both of them, honestly, but... I'll take what I can get, I guess. There's actually no way that hit me. Given my prior experience with this game's iframes, that should not have hit me. Unless now dodges just don't give a lot of iframes. Well, cap. This is crazy. This place is wild. I will say, this game does have level design down. I like it. Uh-huh. Alright, ultimately, I'm not down that much. I guess I just lost my revive. Which is not that bad, I guess. Okay, let's kill these two. Respectfully, eat that. Fine. Enjoy the sting of my blade. Compliments of the chef. Chef Cletus. That's me. Yep. That's cool. I'd like to not use the Ballista Bazooka unless I have no other choice. Now you don't have a clear shot. Come and get one. That's something real special for you. Beep. Beep. Aha! Celebrated too soon. Okay. Let me saith, I don't agree with that. I have zero clue how she got that angle on me. Okay. Dude, just hit her. Literally, she is... Oh my gosh, dude. What the heck? Use 2 rats. Wait a minute, did the rats not stack? That should have been like 2/3 of my health bar filled. And I had a third. So that should have been all of it. Are you gonna actually be aggressive? Because I don't want to, like, walk into a trap. Not too fond of that thought. Whoa. The level design of this place is really cool. I like it a lot. Yeah, you gotta keep your eyes open for subtle stuff like that, chat. You gotta pay attention for when you draw enemy aggro. How did he do that? How did he get up here? And I mean, it's just like, how? He didn't even go up the stairs. He just ignored the stairs and then. There's an archer. So let's see. How much do I believe that that's the only enemy in there? That's your okay. Get out of here. That's just the thing. It's never one enemy. Oh gosh. If I can bait her, that'd be nice. Unfortunately, these don't seem to be your standard Souls archers. They won't. Well, sometimes they will. Main thing is I needed to draw the aggro of the melee one so I can take out the ranged one. Whoa, it just keeps going up. And up. And up. Wow. I am actually really impressed with this. Am I even in the dungeon yet? Like, I'm in Eternal Narthex. Like, is that the dungeon? Is this the dungeon? Is Narthex actually the dungeon? Like, I don't know. This place is nuts, dude. But I really would like a shortcut here soon. I hate how they can always get that third attack off. Pretty oblivious. Thankfully. Eat that. Are you kidding me? That's the crap you were guarding, man. I forget you. That's insane. That's the crap he was guarding? They were guarding that with their lives. I mean, they had that place, like... Oh, gosh. So those are like those coffins from the first dump. So any levers I see from here on in are items. Quite important to note. Also, that hole might be death. And I'm curious, but I don't want to test it. Like, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, I can walk over that hole, so surely I can walk over this hole. Yeah, okay. I was about to say, if you let me fall in that hole, I'm gonna be mad. Excuse me, chat. Alright, slam, and then we'll open one more time, and that's it. So the other way looks like the way to go, so what the heck is this? Is there an item on the other side? Did I see an item? I did. A glimpse of affection. Aww. The only thing I'm not nuts about is, as I've said at least once now, I've gone a long way. And I would really like a shortcut. Or at least it feels like I've gone a long way. I guess I haven't really gone that far. But what I have done has been pretty difficult. See anyone else just yet. But too soon. I like how she's actually just sliding away. Don't go off that edge. Should've just kicked her, honestly. I have full resolve. I could have just kicked her, honestly. Would have been funnier. I have no clue how that worked out. My silence wasn't, like, locking in. My silence was just not protesting. At first, it was bewilderment at my stupidity for running after that one and then hardening like that. Then it turned into just not protesting because it somehow worked out anyway. I mean, that 100% should have gone terribly. I should have died right there, been knocked out of my shell or something. Okay. Like, I see what you're trying to get me to do. But I don't see why you're trying to get me to do it. That's my thing. Because, like, there's a teleporter down there. I see that. Where does that go? That's what I don't like the uncertainty. Until I get a checkpoint or like something, like a shortcut. Until I get a shortcut, I'm not doing that. It's just a bad idea. Nope. Who gave you permission to do that? But it wasn't me. Whoa. Dude. This place is crazy. I love this place. This is awesome. What the heck? This place is kind of crazy. Oh my gosh, dude. This is by far my favorite dungeon in the game so far. Of course, he said one final dungeon, so I think this is the end. Once I do this, that's it. Can't save. There we go. Gosh. Yeah, he just needed to go. He was going to be a problem. Say what you will. I believe that those whatchamacallits, of course, they unloaded. Those two-sword dudes are way more dangerous than these two guys. At least of the big ones. These guys are not dangerous. These two-sword ladies are not dangerous. Freaking kidding me. Okay, Hammerman's still on patrol. I think I drew the crossbow lady's aggro, though. Or at least I think I thought I did. Okay, now I have Hammerman's aggro. Eat that. Respectfully. I'm good. Did I take hits there? Yeah. But in all seriousness, I'm trying to get my shell, trying to get out of my shell so I can refill my health. I'm not going to do it until it actually happens, of course, but like it happened there. It's okay. Keep that. Could have sworn I heard some. Another large bolt. Good. How did I have the Ballistazooka? I need to remember that I have that, by the way. Oh, come on. Wait just a dang minute. I'm an idiot. This is the shortcut elevator I wanted all that time. Now I can interact with that torch to bring it down, I'm sure. That's really important. Glad I did that. Do you see that? Oh, crap. Was not ready for it. That was my bad. It's no big deal, though.
I've kept your flesh safe, foundling.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, back up the elevator. I do like shortcut elevators. It's one thing that Lords of the Fallen did terribly. Their elevators were... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Lords of the Fallen's elevators were just terrible. They were slow. I mean, given, they were realistic elevators. But they were a pain to ride. So with elevators, some of them are slow. Most of them or an adequate speed. Well, I would have liked to not have to fight these dudes, but whatever. It killed me. Just like it. See, that's so annoying. Like, you can't fight enemies anywhere. You have to... Like, but you can't tank... Like, this is... I don't like this section, specifically. This is one problem I do have with the game. Its dodging is rotation.
Your flesh safe.
Dodging, that's what I call it. Or basically, you're not dodging straight left relative to the enemy or straight right relative to the enemy. You are dodging in a circle around the enemy, counterclockwise or clockwise. And that's really bad. But in this game, it's even if you dodge backwards, you're still like dodging backwards in a circle around the enemy. I don't know how it's possible, but that's how it works. I don't know how it's possible, but it's really freaking annoying. It's like, I can't dodge here. I'm not allowed to. If I dodged there, I would have died. Or I would have had a very, very high chance of dying. Let's put it that way. Just die, dude. There's the hammer guy. Let's say I saw him. Wow, I should not have gone for that last hit. Why did it literally just dodge? I was pressing straight right, and it dodged left. But, like, at no point was... Sometimes I really don't get this game. It just does weird stuff. Like, that is a scathing example of dodging just going straight up the wrong way. See, that's the thing. I knew if I crossed there, I knew I'd get their attention. What do you even do? Why didn't you just go up the stairs behind you? Are they not? Yeah, there are stairs right there. So is this the best Souls-like? No. The answer is plain and simple. This is not the best Souls-like. It's not even really Souls-like. It just has that kind of combat. I think it's kind of, well, no, I don't think it's kind of wrong. I think it is wrong to call it a Souls-like. Really, it's not. I mean, really, like a dungeon crawler. It just has Souls combat. It doesn't actually use any of the other Souls formulas, aside from being hard, having Souls-ish combat. Souls-esque, we'll call it. Because it's really not even, like, true Souls combat. It's not even really, like, Souls-ish, really. What's this? You a talker?
I'm graced by the presence of a scholar. Welcome, brother. If you're here to talk me off this ledge, save your breath, for my ears no longer know wisdom from malice. I'm afflicted with a ravenous obsession, not unlike your thirst for knowledge. But I keep finding that the truth is, it matters little what I decide.
Okay.
Come to witness a coward contemplating his end. It's a pathetic sight, isn't it? I nearly went with my brothers once. The sun has been dark in my eyes ever since. In the moments before death, I felt sure I wanted to live. But now, here I sit on the precipice, undecided. Leave me to my thoughts, will you? Leave me to my thoughts, will you?
This is a really cool level. I love the weird, like, trippy design of the whole place. This is just keep going back. It's awesome. Hold up. Hold up, chat. Sorry, chat, I'm back! We're gonna continue in this Eternal Narthex place. It's called Seat of Infinity in the main menu, which confuses me a bit. But I'm sure there'll be an explanation for that. Eventually. I guess now it's called the Dim Gate. Oh my gosh, wait a second. I just had an epiphany. This might not be the dungeon. Like, all of this might straight up not be the dungeon. Somehow, I doubt that. I have a feeling it's the dungeon. And so I don't set myself up for disappointment. I do think that this is actually the dungeon. Come on, catch the glimpse. Sorry, chat. Just a bit of, as the professionals call it, scratchy throat syndrome. Ah! Sorry. Sorry, chat. Although, dude, what the heck? There's so much to do. So much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? Or the back seat? I don't remember. Pretty sure it's the back streets. Could be wrong on that one. Dude, this, See, like, I respect to this game for going out of its way to make an absolutely phenomenal, like, crazy, mind-boggling location. I mean, this is insane. This rivals a lot of the level design in, like, a lot of Souls games. Take care of you. There was one thing I did want to do now that I've found my way up. Really, dude? Get out of here. Pretty sure I need to go back down to reach this, though. This place is so confusing, I love it. See, this is how you design, like, a level, basically. Like, honestly, a lot of this rivals a lot of FromSoft areas. I mean, this is cool. Just, like, design-wise. Content-wise, well, see, that's bullcrap, dude. Like, it wasn't even... Nope. Nope. No. You're done. You're done. Where... on a glimpse, pun not intended, of something. I think it's off to the right, maybe. I'm not seeing it that way. There's like somewhere that they made it look like, yes, it was right here. Make it look like you can just kind of... That's alright. I'm back to full health. What is this, and why is it so hidden? That's what I... Whoa. What have I done? Ain't no... You mean to tell me? You mean to tell me This is the way forward, or is that like a shortcut forward? Is it like a hidden path forward? Or maybe it's just a chest that I just locked myself out of. Dang it! What the heck? What? What? Dude. Level design. Ladies and gentlemen. Level design. Wait, I have an idea. It's a stupid idea. I feel like that's close, though. I can't tell if I'm actually, like, kind of getting up over that ledge or not. With a different weapon? I use this or something? Oh wait, I don't have to design. I can just use that. It's not even a jumping attack. I wish there was like a ledge climb ability, honestly. Kind of. No, it's just kind of whatever at this point. Here, we'll try it again. I'll go get that chest. Gotta be a better way to get there, I figure, though. Yeah, there's a better way to get there. Dropping is absolutely the worst way. Let's see if we can't find our way to that item. I do like that kid. It's funny. See, I still think that that's crap. They can be facing the literal wrong direction and still shoot directly at you. Now, there's the question of how do I get over to that side path? But I think height-wise, I've already passed it. It's like around right here, it looked like. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell. It's really hard to navigate this place. And, forgive me for being, like, stubborn, but I'm absolutely not going down there. Stand to gain nothing from going all the way down. So I'm just gonna drop again, honestly. It's gonna do a bunch of damage. You know. Whatever. Oh, wait. No, it's not gonna do damage, is it? Like, if I harden... Ha! I'm clever, chat. I'm clever. If I harden in the air, I don't die or take damage. That's just... I just thought of that! Yes! More tech. I love weird movement tech like that. And I'm on a roll. Baguette! Yes! I love baguettes. They're so long and red. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I got. Should have hardened. Didn't even cross my mind that time, though, so it's just, you know, whatever. Cha-cha-cha. Anyway. Now we have completed both side routes, so I'm going to just proceed. Onward! But if you two are just going to sit there and look stupid, I'll just let you. Let's get a scope of the what the heck, dude? This place is crazy! Look at this! I mean, this is awesome. I'm glad I saved this for last. This is it, like... Oh, she's trying to guess where I'm going, man. Mainly, I just want her away from the hammer dude, so I don't get him and her engaged at the same time. Congratulations. Double cap just in case. I got 47 of them. Come and get some. Yo, this place is... I just came over to this side because you started going to this side. Come on, man. Okay. Sadly, enemies seem to be edge-guarded in this game. I might have been able to parry one of those, but... I keep forgetting that parry's a thing. That's the main problem. After the fact, I remembered that parry was a thing. But you best believe that while I was fighting the dude, I couldn't remember that parry was a thing. So what does Superior Moonshine actually do? Oh, you gotta be kidding. That's the thing about this game. Your goal is to get as few enemies engaged at the same time as possible. Dude. I don't know how much they paid their level design dude, but however much they paid him wasn't enough. I mean, this is just wow. Dude, like, oh, that didn't reach. For a second there, I thought I was about to. Would have been thrilled if that reached, but whatever. You know, it's just... I gotta stop doing that. Excuse me. Yeah, Chad, I'll go for another, like... while. I'll go to the next checkpoint, at least. There, I was pretty confident I could get away with that last hit. Mostly because I hardened in the middle of that combo instead of at the end. Or at the beginning. Whatever I typically do, man. I can't remember. It's typically at the beginning, first hit, you know? Oh, and I'm sure that that's just free. I'm sure I can just walk out here, and nothing bad will happen when I go and get that item. Positive that's the case. Sure. Falling for the bait anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Punching acid. Alright, I can get the Frost Sword, the +4. I do like the Frost Sword, it's cool. You know, always had a soft spot for frost weapons and winter and all that stuff. Weapon has ice, it's quite nice, in my opinion. I mean, the open world was okay for this game, but the dungeons are fantastic. I mean, these are awesome. I mean, look at this. It just gets better. It just gets more trippy and more trippy. The design gets more and more confusing, and it's awesome. Like, I mean, this is just cool. There, you gotta go. Thankfully, she entered melee mode and wasn't shooting me from behind. Another sword. Get one. There you go. I can get two. I mean, it's just so intricate. Why would I come out here? Weird. No, I'm good. Enjoy. Bon appetit. Speaking of cooking, can I just talk about how amazing this dungeon is? Have I said that already? I feel like I've said that a lot. I've said that a lot. But seriously, it deserves it. This... Gosh, it just gets... I just have no words. Words cannot describe how happy this dungeon makes me. I mean, this is awesome. I doubt there are items over there. Right? I don't see a way back from getting over there anyway, so... Or at least I didn't when I looked. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Be mindful of our stamina here. You know what? Screw mindfulness. This dungeon is super big, super deep. It's... Shifting archives. We're not done? How? Oh. Whoa. That's frightening. This is the place that Solomon was talking about. Or he got a tablet. Oh, this isn't good. No, this is the end, I feel like. Yeah, this is the end. I was about to say, there is absolutely no way it's still going. For as long as it is. Like, there's no way. This is it. Yeah. That's probably where I'm going to get my gland out of. That's really weird. Whoa! Big Cester.
Once I was in awe of the knowledge contained here. But it was a fool's errand to try to catalog the contents of this library. The devout keep searching, endlessly hunting for a revelation. Even as they're surrounded by madness. Keep your eyes ahead, foundling. Do not stray among the teetering stacks. You'll only delay the inevitable.
What you got? Still same stuff. Mainly I wanted to rest. No doubt where I'm going to extract the gland once I'm done with this boss. Let's give it a look, actually. Ugh, you know what? I'll quit once I beat this boss. How about that? Whoa, 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 whoa. Here. There's actually no way. I had this the entire time. The whole time. It was sitting in my inventory! I could have used this! The whole time! Ah! Why? Why? Sorry, Chad, just had to make sure I didn't sound too ridiculous. Oh my gosh. This whole time. This whole time. This entire time. I had fast travel. I had it. This whole time. Since I bought it from the lady this stream. I've had it. Since I bought it, I could have just warped back. I... I just... Yeah.
Perhaps it's time to make...
Yep. Okay, this is the boss. Look at him like nudge his head this way. Who's six? The twice born. Generous. I love the generous iframe. Really? Back out. Use a welt cap or two. That was a crazy looking attack. See what you got in phase 2. Oh, not alive anymore, is he? Gotta say, camera work in this cutscene is very bizarre. He didn't like what I did to his little friend, his brother, him, I don't know. For sake. Dude, I have no stamina. Basically, he gets some new combos, and his rate of attack definitely raises. Problem is, I can't tell like what's him just ending a combo and what's him like actually winding up for another attack. I'm curious though. Can I land it? Can I land a shot? Let's do it. That was difficult. That's incredibly fast. I shouldn't have done that at all. Did I see something like an interactive back here, or is that just the Nectar Chalice? Oh, I can land a Ballista Zuka shot from back here. I'd be bitterly disappointed if I couldn't. It did 50 damage. That, my friend, is not worth it. I wanted to do it once, though. Oh, come on. Alright, his moveset's really not that complicated, especially compared to the other stuff. So that's new. The ice boss was actually insanely hard. I think it's for the boss's sake that they intend for you to do the ice place second, or last, I mean. Because, like, the boss of the ice location was way harder than this dude. I mean, I get that I'm not done yet, but I don't think there's much more to this fight. It's, oh my gosh, it just sits there and does nothing. That's so annoying. Because I actually pressed dodge way too early, but it did nothing, ever. I really want to finish this with a Ballistazuka shot, just for fun. Yes! It was so worth it. That was awesome. Glimpse of Oblivion. Oh gosh. There's a bit of blood here. Let's see here. I don't want to use the baguette till I get another one. I want to know what it does. Let's think here for a second. This one there was an achievement for getting an enemy killed with a Ballistazuka. I don't know what the heck that is. I took the gland. Not it. Doesn't this place look lovely? Well now, sister, have anything to say?
Yes, you've done it. The sacred gland is yours.
Yes, it is.
Perhaps it was always yours.
Yes, it was.
If you manage to extract the true nectar, be wary. Sip slowly. I remember a heretic who drank deeply. He took what wasn't his and gulped it down greedily. He was unrecognizable afterward. Another man entirely. This was his reward and his penance.
Alright, chat. I am gonna have to leave it here because it's lunch. I gotta get some lunch in me. I'm hungry. But anyway, that was really good progress. We did the entire Seat of Infinity. We got the Ballistazuka made. We opened a bunch of chests. We got the other gland from the other place I forgot about. And I feel like this game is almost over, unfortunately. It's kind of sad. This game's really cool. I'm really looking forward to the second one, if it's going to be even half as good as this one. And it's going to be better, I can tell. I just watched the trailer. It looks awesome. So anyway, chat, this is where we're going to leave it. Big Sester behind us. We're going to just save right here. Probably come back later. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you tuned in after the fact, nobody tuned in for the stream. But thank you for tuning in. If you tune in once this is uploaded as a video. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye!